Happy Tuesday, you guys. So excited to be here with you on a Transforming Tuesday, a Tune It Up Tuesday, whatever it is that you call your Tuesday. I am here to share some brief tips with you guys, okay? For those of you that know me, you know how I roll on this here. And for those of you that do not know me, my name is Maggie Cavanaugh. I'm the co founder of Moving Forward Ministries with my husband, Kevin. And I also am the founder of Maggie Motivates Coaching, as well as we have a CBD oil business to help people come in balance in every area of their life. So I want to talk to you today about balance. Okay, I'm on here. Hey, Tara, good to see you. Hey, Larry, good to see you too, brother. I'm here today at 12:15 because this is when I do my live every single day, Monday through Friday, bringing you tips and steps to help you move forward in your life, rise up, move forward, be boldly in your call that whatever it is that you do, and to bring wholeness into your life, spirit, soul, and body. But today we're talking about something vital, 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 and it's balance. Boy, this thing has tripped me up. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. Has balance tripped you guys up? If it's tripped you up, then put something in the, hashtag whatever in the chat stream, because balance can really mess us up. Okay. I'm going to give you the definition of balance according to one of the definitions, a noun definition out of the dictionary. And it's basically an even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to remain upright and steady. Do you ever feel like you're not steady? Do you ever feel like you're not upright? Man, when I read that, I was like, whoa. Hey, Mindy, what's up? I was like, whoa, oh my goodness, that is so true. So let's read it again for those of you that just logged on. An even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to remain upright and steady. We always want to remain upright and steady in every area of our lives. And, when I come on here, guys, I come on here to give you tips. Hey, sweet Mindy, good to see you. But whenever I am meeting with a coaching client, some of the very first things that I check with is I'll ask them, how's your physical life? How's your spiritual life? How's your social life? How is your financial life? How is your community life, your family, your mental life, and your professional? Those are the aspects and the areas that you have to balance. And that's a lot. It's a lot. Hey, Yvonne, good to see you, sweet sister. Got some of my, oh, hey, Sherry, thanks for logging on. Y'all get this out to your crew because they're going to get some benefit from this, I hope, because I'm going to give you basically 4 steps in getting the things in balance, because let's face it, 2018 is closing out and 2019 is going to be your best year ever. All depending on how you balance life, all depending on how well you steer the ship that we're driving here. So I apologize for gulping down my coffee. I love my coffee, and it's cold and raining and foggy here. And so it's warming me up. So y'all just bear with me. So if you want to, I like your cup. Oh, my cup. Yes, strategic marketing here. Yes, Yvonne, the HempWorks cup. Yes. And for those of you that don't know, HempWorks now has coffee and creamer. Haha. Woohoo. I love it. 5 milligrams of CBD in each serving of coffee, and if you put the cream in there, you get 10 milligrams. So okay, so let's get this party started. You guys ready to get the party started? If you're ready to get the party started, we're gonna go here through some areas of goals that need to be set. But I also want to, yes, you know it, girl. I also want you to know that there's some steps that you need to take, because first of all, I really encourage you to give yourself grace. If your life is out of balance right now, don't be like, I'm not going to watch this. I'm convicted. This is messing with my head because my life is out of balance. If your life is out of balance, don't touch that dial, because the fact of the matter is you need to be here and you need to hear what I'm about to say. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is we have to really assess our lives. You ever do that? You ever take moral inventory? For those of you that have been through recovery, you know that you have to take a moral inventory of what's going on. For those that have been in recovery, you're probably going, what is she talking about? Well, I'm asking you to take an inventory, an assessment, if you will, of where you're at right now in all those areas that we mentioned. I'm going to mention those areas again because I think it's important that you recognize you're not disturbing me at all. I can flow back and forth. I got the ADHD brain, Yvonne. That's what got me on the CBD to begin with. You can talk all you want in the chat stream. I'll respond and bounce back. So the areas that you really want to focus on is in your relationships, your physical well-being, your spiritual, your mental, your job, your finances, and then some of the others that are important is community and things like that. So let me say this to you. You might be really strong in one area and really weak in another because you're constantly trying to juggle and balance life. For me, because we have a business and we have a ministry, I'm always juggling. I feel like I'm either, working the business and got to get over here to work the ministry, or heavy in the ministry and neglecting the business. There's a delicate balance to these things in life. But the things that are really, really important that are going to help you if you're in ministry or help you if you're in business is making sure that you have things balanced out and manageable. And this Friday, I'm going to do a live on time management. Why? So, hey, Mike, thanks for logging on. One of my mentors has asked me to do it in one of their leadership groups. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to share it with the people too. So I'm going to be talking about time management Friday. So y'all need to be here. Okay. Just mark your calendars right now. 12:15, ADD and dyslexic. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. Hey, Abigail. Hey, Mike. Thanks for logging on. So the things that we want to assess in our life right now, what is going on in your life? Are you out of balance? And that is going to require you to do what I call intentional airplane mode in your life. Intentional airplane mode is where you turn off the phone, you turn off the TV, you go somewhere alone and you get in that intentional airplane mode. And are you, me too, girl, that intentional airplane mode, which is, hey, Tammy, thanks for logging on, is to where you can assess your life, where you can say, okay, how am I doing here with my spouse or my significant other or my children or my employer? Relationships are vital. Okay. And then you've also got to find out, am I doing what I need to do to stay healthy for the long haul? I can tell you firsthand, I'm 54 years old, and the fact of the matter, I'm not ashamed to say that. I don't care. I'm so free from what people think of me, that kind of thing. I don't really care. I'm not one of those women like, oh, I'm not going to tell you my age because it doesn't bother me, because you know what? I really feel like you don't really get there. You go into your promised land at the age of 40, and at 50 you get all these downloads of wisdom, hence why I'm here talking to you today. So just kidding. I've learned a lot from mistakes over the years, and I've learned a lot from my clients over the years, and I think it's only right to give back, right? Thank you, Tammy, for putting that in the chat stream. We need to be on intentional airplane mode. And when I call that is whenever everything becomes small and you go up in the heavenly of heavenlies with the Lord and ask him. Okay. Don't go by on your own understanding. Go on, what is God saying about what's out of balance in my life? Is it, my mental development? Am I like letting my brain go by the wayside? Am I overloading my brain to the point of breakdown? Am I slacking on my job? Am I trying to get a promotion, but yet I'm not willing to step it up and take the necessary steps? Or I'm wanting to get out of my job and I'm not willing to take a risk on stepping out into a business, or is it, your finances? That's an area for most people. I read recently that 90% of people are struggling with this area. That's pretty for real. That's pretty for real. I know a lot. When people come to me for counseling, there's more than just one thing going on. And so that's why I like to coach people. Let's focus on an area and let's get you moving in that area. But the goals that you need to be looking at and the assessment you need to do while you're on intentional airplane mode is the areas that are important. Because listen, you're on this earth for a purpose, and you've got all kinds of things that you could be doing. But if you keep areas in your life in check, your relationship with the Lord will excel. Your relationship with your spouse and others will excel. Your business will excel if you just get that fine tune that needs to take place. Can I get an amen? I'm just saying. I know some of you are going, no, that's too much work. No, anything worth having requires effort. And so if you want a good marriage, you're going to have to work towards it. If you want your business to grow, you're going to have to work towards it. If you want spiritual alignment and be able to have a better reception from the Lord, then you got to spend time with him. These are things that are practical, but they're important in your life. Okay. So we know that the definition of balance is that distribution of the weight of something to remain upright and steady. So we're staying steady here with this today. So you're assessing your life where you're at. The next step, that's step one. Step two is a conscious decision to change now. You've got to make that decision, because if you're not all in, you'll be flippant about it. You'll be like, oh, well, thanks, Mindy. Hey, Destiny, thanks for logging on, honey. It's my beautiful niece. If you are not all in, then you'll be flippant about it. One day you'll be like, yeah, I think I'm going to work out. Or yeah, today I'm going to be intentional with my marriage. Or today I'm going to get that, I'm going to step out and contact that client. But you know what? If you're flippant about it, your life is going to be flippant. You've got to balance these things delicately and consistently. Consistency is the key. Like today, I was on here at 12:15. I try to be on here every single week at 12, or every single day, Monday through Friday. Hey, sweetie. Monday through Friday at 12:15 Central Standard Time. Why? Because I care and I want to get some valuable tools and nuggets out there, whether you're in my business or you're one of my clients or whether you're, so forth. I have got to be able to find a way to reach more of you because I only got so many hours in the day. So I do this intentionally every day. I made a conscious decision a while back. Monday through Friday, I will be here, come high or hell water, excuse the expression, but it's true, to be able to infuse you with power and hope and help you grow further spiritually and in your soulish realm, deal with your issues, and hopefully bring balance to your life. Okay. So those areas are vital. But if you don't make a decision to address those areas, you're going to fall short. And we're closing out a year and getting ready to start a next year. Let me ask you this question. Do you want to be where you're at next year, where you're at right now? No. Absolutely. Love this, Maggie. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so sweet, Mindy. Not a problem. Do you want to be next year where you're at right now? No. Life may be really good for you right now. And, for many of us, we're enjoying, our business growing and booming and building teams and relationships. And we're excelling and we're like, yeah, this is great. But guess what? If you are at the same place next year than you are right now, you're not growing. And if you're at the same place right now that you were last year, you didn't grow this year. And so if you want to really grow in your life, and if you want to see change in your life, and if you want to see balance in your life, then you're going to have to assess your life right now, and you're going to have to make the necessary changes by being there. Okay. Now, the next step is recognize that this doesn't happen overnight. All right. Okay. So you're looking at a woman who has spent a lot of her life very, very jacked up. I could go into story after story after story of why I shouldn't even be here talking to you right now. But the fact of the matter is that the change did not happen overnight. Now, my decision to follow Christ, that happened real quick. And when it did, my life shifted and changed. And if you want to meet my Savior, private message me. I will talk to you about him all day long. But the fact of the matter is that it didn't happen overnight. It was a process. Somebody put process, #process in there, and you have to be a little bit patient with the process because, hey, Thomas, if you are not patient with yourself and extend grace to yourself, you will get rigid and you will get, you'll put yourself in a position like, yeah, I knew I couldn't change. Yeah, I knew that was too good to be true. Oh, that's good for everybody else but me. No, you extend grace on your progress. Progress, okay? Not perfection. Nobody has perfection in life. There's only one perfected, and that's Jesus. Aunt Maggie, you're an angel. I wouldn't say that, honey. I am just a woman that's been redeemed and likes to share. That's all. But thank you for the sweet comments. Balance is a process. Yes, it is a process. So you have got to gently, strategically do it. Because last thing I want to see is you guys you ever see people that they get really excited about their weight loss, or they get really excited about, and I'm not knocking that. I need to do that myself. Okay. I'm on a journey. So I put #journey in there. I'm on a journey with that myself, but they get so caught up and so consumed that everything is the gym, everything. And they neglect relationships, or they don't even think about what it's costing them financially, or they neglect their relationship with the Lord because they're all in. Okay. You've got to be all in with your life. Your life is not just one area. You are multifaceted with multiple things to juggle. And that juggling act can be really hard. I know. I get out of balance sometimes myself. But guess what? Every time I get out of balance, it jacks me up. All right. I have spent part of my spiritual life out of balance for many years. I've been in churches where you could sit there and you could go to sleep. And then I've been to churches where they're up till 2 a.m. swinging from the chandelier, casting out demons. So I've been on both sides of that. And somewhere in between there, I found the balance and the peace with God. So if you've got peace with God, it is going to allow these other areas to excel in your life. Okay. So I'm not going to harp on that any longer. You guys got the message, and you can watch some of my other videos that'll catch you in those areas. So, but in order to do this and do this effectively, you've got to make time for yourself every day. You've got to have a routine that is, a miracle morning, or a routine that allows you focus time and so forth. I encourage you to be on the broadcast Friday, because we're going to talk about some things to bring you into balance by using time management. And I use that word loosely, because you cannot manage your time. You cannot manage your time. Your time is the same as everybody else's. Your priorities is what has to shift. Recently seen a young lady walk across the stage at the convention, and she was a 250K affiliate and worked 3 jobs and had kids. As she walked across that stage, and she said, when people tell me I don't have time to watch videos, I'm thinking, no, you got time. You just don't have priorities. And I was like, she's got it. That's exactly right. Because people make time for what's important to them. I make time for my husband. Sometimes I have to check myself and making sure that I'm having enough time with my husband. Whenever he was driving on a regular basis, we had this non-negotiable time where, I want him to know that I'm all in. I'm all in our relationship. I want to make sure I don't neglect any area of that, so that he knows that he's loved, and that, I'm in it for the long haul, and time just to, if not anything else, just to stare into each other's eyes. I know that may sound mushy to you guys, but I'm in love with my husband, and that important relationship to me requires attention. Same thing. I reach out to my kids. Same things. Friends of mine, I try to stay in contact with. It's harder because I've got a lot of people in my life. And if you're a friend watching this and you're thinking, I hadn't heard from you lately, know that you're like a star. That I don't always see you, but I know you're there, and I love you guys all. So, but because I have set some priorities in my life, and I am willing to accept the change and make a conscious decision. And I'm also willing to extend grace for when I miss it. Somebody put extend grace, priorities. That's right, girl. Extend grace. And I want to talk to you guys for a moment. And I'm going to, a lot of people ask me questions, especially this comes up in marriage counseling all the time, because we expect other people to think and do the way that we do. And I don't want to come across as that, guys. I don't want to come across as you need to do this and you need to do that. No, I'm here to say, take what you need and leave the rest. But these are things that I have effectively found to work for me in my personal life, as well as any strategic coach will tell you that, that's what's important as well. Yes, I know you're in love with your hubby too, Mindy. You guys are the sweetest couple. I can't wait to see you guys again. We didn't get enough time together whenever we seen you. It was just like a hug and a shake and then on. So we're going to have to make that happen. You guys need to, since you're out traveling the world, you got to come over to Tennessee. So, back in, oh my gosh, I read an article one time, Cyrus, back in the 1st century, was talking about to do things at once is to do neither. And I was like, dang, okay, that's how men operate. Men like to focus about one thing. Okay. Women are made to multitask. Why are women made to multitask? Because you're gonna, you're gonna be juggling a kid on your hip while you're cooking dinner and you're on the phone making a call or whatever. So God has created men and women different. So whatever your system is, I'm not trying to bug your system, but I'm just asking you to assess your life. Is it working for you right now? Is this where you want to be, or do you want to be somewhere else next year at this time? Just saying. So I encourage you guys to take time. Does anybody have any questions on balance? Let me see who's on here today. Oh my gosh, we got 23 comments. I don't want to miss out on anybody. Anything's got to say. Hey, Michael. Hey, Michelle. You guys. Oh, shoot. No, you didn't. Yes, we definitely need to. Yes. Okay. Sorry, guys, that just logged on. I said the wrong names there for a moment. I don't mean to call you by the wrong names. I just seen the M. Hello, Michelle. So I wanted to say to you guys, as I'm recapping here, I'm going to recap real quick, guys, and I'm getting off. You guys got on here on the tail end, but we were talking about the importance of balance. So if you just logged on, just for recapping purposes, balancing something is to be able to remain upright and steady. Okay, you've got to be upright in a posture to be able to change. Your steps is to get on intentional airplane mode, to make sure that you take time away with the Lord to get a download from him, where you're at in your life, where you're going, and assess every area in your life. And then in addition to that, you need to make a decision. Once you assess yourself and where you're at, you need to make a decision on where you're at in life. And then you also need to recognize change. Doesn't happen overnight. So extend grace to yourself and make sure that every day you're assessing where you're at, and your tomorrow can be better based on your choices and based on your strategic ability and willingness to be able to get your life in full throttle, to be able to do all the things you're called to do. It's important, super important. So I am going to log off here and get about my day, but I wanted to talk to you guys about this important ingredient of having balance in your life. It's an area I've struggled with personally, so I'm not on here telling you that I've mastered this. This is something that I am constantly, delicately dancing with every day, but I've got a lot of things to do and a lot of people to talk to and a lot of people to motivate. So this is Maggie, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.